are in the right place to start your day in a very positive way. The Start Your Day Positive podcast for Thursday, your daily feel-good podcast. Hey, good morning. I am Len.
And I am Sarah. Guess what? The numbers are in, and the Super Bowl was big. We're going to tell you just how big. And the funny thing that people were also Googling during the Super Bowl.
Could you use a great big hug today? Well, we will talk about the benefits because it is National Hug Day.
And what's better than a ladies' night out? Well, ladies, I've got some suggestions coming your way in just a minute. But first of all, I want to talk about something because I posted something on the Len and Sarah Facebook page. If you're not following us on Facebook, just you should be. Lots of good stuff.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I love getting in conversations with everyone. And the other night I put, what is something that you're glad exists? And I got some really cool comments. It's always funny. People think of stuff that I would never think of. So the question again on the Len and Sarah Facebook page, what's something you're glad still exists? Well, Scott says Krispy Kreme Hot Light. I didn't know what that was. Is that a type of donut?
No, I think the Hot Light is when you go to Krispy Kreme, when the donuts just come off the whatever they cook them on, a light comes on, and that means the donuts are fresh and hot. Oh, that's the Hot Light at Krispy Kreme.
Sorry, Scott. I've never had a Krispy Kreme.
You don't have a Krispy Kreme, do you?
I don't.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay, but that does sound good to have a warm donut.
Yeah.
Mary said car cruises. We take our car all summer long looking forward to meeting up with friends. And, I love that. That's so good. And Carla had one that I thought was so sweet. Those little roadside churches, the ones where a person can stop, pray, light a candle, and then she wrote where one was. I thought that's so
really
different
nice.
and so beautiful. And again, the question, what's something you're glad still exists? Rich coming in with the me. I had to laugh at that.
Good.
And then Nancy has another good one. FaceTime. I have a video call with my mom weekly.
Oh.
She's retired and lives in Texas. And I think that's so beautiful. Yes, I'm thankful for FaceTime too. Tiffany says milk. She's grateful for milk. Being able to walk in the park. Joanne says great neighbors.
It's nice.
Sunday morning church. Jim, good neighbors. I love these. So you can still, I love reading these. So you can still hop on and give what you are still glad exists.
I want more. Those all give me really warm feelings. So I want more.
Right?
How would you answer the question? I mean, I don't want to just put you on the spot, but yeah, well, you have to.
I knew you were going to ask me that. Glad something still exists. You go first.
Okay. No, I have one. I'm glad that Little League baseball and softball still exists because everything today is travel ball and it's really expensive to get involved and it needs special training. But Little League is a throwback where people in the city, in the neighborhood, they sign up and they play. We've had great experiences with Little League. And so I'm glad Little League baseball and softball still exists.
Okay. I love that. That's great. I'm going to have to copy off someone. I love going on nature walks. So I'm so glad that there's so many places to go hiking, biking, walking through nature trails that people like put an effort to preserve places like that.
You know what? That's just a really good question. I hope more people will go and answer
it's
that.
It's a deeper thought question than you realize at first.
Yeah. You know what? Because what just came to my mind, I'm glad that the Cleveland Browns still exist. We almost lost our pro football team, and we have one. We did lose them.
We did lose it, and now we have it back.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So there's so many. Once you start rattling them off, you're like, wow, I'm glad this still exists. And then you could flip it. What do you wish still exists? But then that you may never really get. So this is something that you can just be grateful for.
You could be grateful for it. Right. The other stuff, you might have an empty feeling.
But that's the question we usually ask.
Yeah,
what do you wish
what do you
still
wish
exists?
was still? What restaurant?
That's like saying, what would you buy if you won the lottery? Well, okay, it's kind of fun for a second, but then it's like.
I think this is a good dinner table discussion. If you know what I mean.
So
it's a good
too.
one.
I thought it was such a good question, but I do think it's a little harder to answer at first. So. Maybe ponder that today. Ask people at work.
That is a good question. And before we forget, every single Wednesday on our podcast, we have something we call Stump Day, a Stump Day question. On Thursday, we like to let you know what the correct answer was to the question. This was kind of a hard one because it seemed easy.
This recreational activity people most frequently reported starting up in the last 5 years.
And like 99.9% of you said pickleball, which was a really good answer. I mean, that made a lot of sense. But it's not pickleball. The recreational activity we were looking for and thankful for the 1% was gardening. Gardening is something a lot of people have picked up on, and congratulations to Tammy, who lives in North Canton, because she stepped up, and she's the winner of Stump Day.
All right. Well, let's start today with a positive thought. This one, someone shared it on Facebook the other day, and I thought it was so good that I had to share it. It says, I recently heard someone say, when I wake up, I pray that God gets in my head before I do. And honestly, that's the best thing I've ever heard.
That's great. I've never heard anyone say that.
I didn't either. I screenshotted it.
That's really good. All right, well, let's get going today. We have 3 things your friends and family might be talking about.
Well, a whole lot of us tuned in for Super Bowl 60, 124.9 million users on average, making it the second most watched Super Bowl ever, just behind last year's record. Now, that's pretty incredible and shows that this game still brings everyone together and they love it. And here's something funny, though. That record number of people were also Googling Roman numerals. What Roman numerals mean, and trying to figure out Super Bowl LX during the game. Turns out a lot of us needed a little refresher on what LX actually meant. A little history lesson in itself. But they said it was funny. More people Googled it this year than last year. And last year's would have been a little harder to read, like 59.
Right.
But it is, I haven't learned Roman numerals. I think I learned them in 5th grade. So I wouldn't really know off the bat either. And the Super Bowl, I mean, think of nothing else uses them except that.
No, I like that. I think it's cool about the Super Bowl. So L is 50, right? L is 50, X is 10.
Yes.
So 60. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
A new study finds aerobic exercise can significantly reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, with benefits sometimes matching medication or therapy. Researchers say group exercise works especially well for depression because it adds structure, social connection, and accountability. And then for anxiety, shorter and lower intensity workouts appear to be most helpful, easing stress without overstimulation. Experts say exercise can be a powerful mental health tool on its own or alongside traditional treatments.
And a new survey of 2,000 women finds that many now prefer a girls' night in with friends over going out, with 46% choosing cozy nights in at home versus a little over 30% who like to go and have a night out on the town. So the study shows comfort and the cozy factor are the biggest part of the appeal, and a third of respondents even call these nights essential for their mental health and well-being. I'm all about the girls' night in. I think I would rather do this with my friends than have a girls' night out. But initially, you might think, okay, well, that sounds fun, but what do you do in a girls' night in? So I thought I would write out some ideas for everyone.
Okay, well, let's go.
Of course, because, sometimes you got to, figure something out. So I put down a build your own charcuterie night where everyone brings one item. So not everyone do their own board, but someone brings the cheese, someone brings the dip, someone brings the fruit, someone brings the crackers, and then you all come together and you have a big charcuterie board. And then you just hang out and have fun. I did a pajamas and rom-com marathon. You vote on a movie, you make popcorn, you all just sit around and have fun and relax. That sounds fun. Of course, you can do a spa night, but how about coming together and cook or bake together? Maybe have a homemade pizza bar, a taco night, nostalgic dessert night is another idea. Of course, you could always go with the classic game night or book night where you have a book swap. My friends and I even did years ago a clothing night swap which is really fun because we all have clothes in our closets that, I don't know, you're just kind of, you don't wear anymore. If you haven't touched it in a couple years, it could go in the clothing swap. And then you bring a bag of clothes and you all just swap because, you know, what's old to you is new to someone else. And it was super fun. You could have vision board or goal nights. You could have a craft night. Or this is really popular now, themed nights. Of course, Valentine's Day is coming up. But a favorite things party is so big still. I did one of those around Christmas time, but my daughter got invited to one that is happening around Valentine's Day, another favorite things party. So those are really, these themed nights are very popular right now.
Those are all really fun ideas. I'm kind of jealous. Those are good ideas. Oh, is there one that really pops for you? Like, it just sounded really good voting on a rom-com and doing popcorn, right?
Yes, I love it. The only thing with that one, that's more what I would do with me and my daughters.
Yeah.
Because when I get with my girlfriends, we chat so much. We're like yapping up a storm.
Yeah.
And it doesn't lend itself to movie night as much.
I hear what you're saying. The fun thing about that, though, is you mentioned this the other day, and if you have a handful of friends, you can all chip in on it, so it wouldn't be expensive, is people are door dashing movie popcorn.
Yes. I saw that. That is definitely, I told my daughter about that.
Yeah.
She was like, that is such a good idea.
Those are good suggestions. Those are great.
I love to listen on hectic mornings when I'm going to work, and it just brings me back to having a great day and really, inspiring.
I listen to every morning on my way to work because, you never know what the day is going to hold. It's a great way to start my day and great way to kick it off.
They're just great. They work so well together. Wow. It's just great.
Well, we're heading towards the season of Lent, which is always such a great, meaningful time of year. And it's that kind of pause button moment where you take a breath, reflect a little, and think about your faith and everything God's doing in your life.
Yeah, and it's that time when a lot of us just want to go a little bit deeper. Maybe you're spending more time in prayer. Maybe you're picking up a devotional or reading your Bible more consistently. It's just a season to reconnect and refocus. And honestly, it's the perfect time to stop into our podcast partner, Mosaic's Christian Gifts and Books and Mentor. They truly have everything that you would want for the season.
And the timing couldn't be better because Mosaic's is doing something they've never done before. They're having a store-wide sale in February. Store-wide. Plus, we're giving away a $75 gift card just for our podcast listeners.
And let me tell you, you can feel the heart behind Mosaic's the second you walk in.
Well, we get thanks from people almost daily. Thank you for having the store. There's no stores like this. Just thank you, thank you, thank you.
At the grocery store, after church, we were standing in line, and a woman next to us said, "I love your store. Thank you for being there."
This doesn't feel like a job because we're with Christ every day and we're sharing Christ every day.
When you visit Mosaic's, if you can, just give yourself a little time because it's more than a shopping experience. You'll love browsing. You'll love meeting the staff. It's really, truly uplifting. You will leave Mosaic's and you will feel even better than when you walked in the door.
To enter to win that $75 gift card, just head to startyourdaypositive.com, watch our short video tour, and we'll give you the keyword to enter.
Mosaic's, you are going to love it. It's honestly like a Christian-themed department store. Mosaic's Christian Gifts and Books and Mentor, right across from Great Lakes Mall, and you can find them online at mosaics.com.
Whoa, tick-tock, woo, the time goes so fast. It happened today, let's remember.
Boy, the month's flying by. It's already February the 12th. Let's go back in time. Look at this date in history.
1809, good old Abe Lincoln. We know he's the 16th president who led the nation through the Civil War and abolished slavery. He was born in Kentucky in a log cabin. Did you know, which you probably did, he was the tallest president at 6'4", plus he wore a hat. That's pretty tall.
That big stovepipe hat. Did he not store notes in that hat, is what I heard?
I heard, yeah. That was probably like a thing that guys did.
It was. Instead of just a wallet or a fanny pack, they had little pockets in their hats.
We'll see if the top hat ever makes a return.
Right.
The top three tall presidents were in height, of course, were Lincoln. Lyndon B. Johnson was 6'3.5", and Donald Trump is 6'3". Now, the shortest presidents, James Madison at 5'4". That's how tall I am. That's not very tall, right? Kids used to get 2 days off school. Lincoln's birthday on February 12th and Washington's birthday on February 22nd. We know that doesn't happen anymore since President's Day became a national holiday. They always roll them into one. And we know that's coming up here. That's just around the corner.
Yeah, when I was very little, it was still that way. So it was kind of cool to get 2 days off for presidents. Yeah. 1994, thieves broke into the National Gallery in Oslo, and they stole the painting The Scream by artist Edvard Munch. Most people have seen that. It's the person standing like on a bridge holding his head. People were distracted because it was the opening ceremonies of the Olympics in Norway. Everyone was paying attention to that. The thieves climbed a ladder. They broke a window, and they actually left a note on the floor that read, "Thanks for the poor security."
And today is National Hug Day. I know people always say, are you a hugger? I'm a hugger. I love hugs, but they genuinely have health benefits. I don't know if everyone realizes this, but they say that it can actually help your stress. Your cortisol goes down. Your stress hormone goes down when you get a hug. Your body actually releases oxytocin and your heart rate slows down. It helps settle your nervous system. So for example, like in everyday language, a hug tells your body you're safe, you're not alone, and just makes you feel good. Like I always feel calmer after hugging my husband. I love hugs from my husband. Sometimes I'm just standing there. I'm like, I need a hug. I need a hug. Like that. I am a hugger. And like your kids, you know, how good that feels when your kids melt into your arms or someone, you know, there's even been times where you maybe have teared up unexpectedly when someone gives you a hug because your body has that emotional reaction to it, right? What can you do when you want to give someone a hug, but they're not there? Maybe they live far away. You're single. You're physically not near that person. Like, what are some things you can do that are like close to a hug, right?
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, what are they?
Well, here's a couple of things I thought of. Voice memos. I feel like you would like this one. Like a text is great, but there's just something about hearing someone's voice that
true.
is a little more, I don't know, powerful. So you can send a voice message instead of a text and just send them a little memo, 20 seconds, just for them to hear your voice.
Very nice.
They also say that here's a little trick for you. It's called the hand over your heart trick. It sounds really simple, but I do believe it works. You place your hand flat over your heart, and then you take one slow, deep breath, and your body responds to the pressure and the warmth of your hand, and it mimics the grounding effect of a hug. So you can even try that. Put your hand over your heart, take a deep breath, and that feeling and that warmth is like the next best thing to a hug. If you feel like you need a hug.
Yeah, I've seen someone show that before. I think that's a good idea.
Weighted blankets are also something that's also really nice to just feel that calmness that a hug kind of brings for your nervous system. Making good eye contact with people. And I know this sounds silly, but last but not least, just give yourself a hug. Just give yourself a hug. I know it feels goofy and you're probably like, but it does similar calming things to someone else doing. I didn't want anyone to feel left out because they don't have someone, you know, necessarily to hug right there. There's virtual hugs too.
We got that joy down in our heart. Start your day positive with Elaine and Sarah. We got that joy down in our heart. Start your day with Elaine and Sarah. We got that, we got that, we got that joy, joy.
Sarah, I almost feel like I could write a book, a novel, a poem. I opened the doors, and as far as I could see, there were sofas and sectionals and love seats and chairs, recliners and ottomans and chases and lift chairs, living room sets, and much, much more. I need the last line, but I'm talking about.
I feel like you have a little love poem going on there.
I do, because I love our podcast sponsor, Northeast Factory Direct.
I love it. Okay, so I love them too. Northeast Factory Direct. I tell everyone all the time I could walk you through my home and you can see all the stuff that I've bought there for years. I love it because they have so many things for your home at great prices. I have always been someone who is like, okay, I want to make sure I'm getting a good price, a fair price, and stuff that's nice. You don't want something to break after a year of using it or anything like that. And this is beautiful, nice stuff that I've had for years here. So you can shop online, but I always say go into one of their locations if you can. Look at their living room sets. Look at their dining room sets, their bedroom, their outdoor furniture. They have hot tubs as well. They have mattresses. They have cabinets for your kitchen. I mean, you can save so much money. Like I said, they kind of have it all.
Yeah, I guess I would say it this way. There's so much to see. There's so much to do. Thankfully, there's a location that is near you.
Oh, and by the way, they have a lot of items in stock that you can have right away. So you don't have to wait months after you get something.
Well, that was good. That didn't rhyme with my thing there, but that was still good. Good. It was important. It was good information. Northeast Factory Direct. Oh, mention Len and Sarah. They're going to give you a special discount. All right, I'd like everybody to get out a paper and pencil. Get out a paper and pencil. Len, I'm driving.
How about my notepad on
right,
my
you could
phone?
do that, or you're just saying, Len, I'm driving right now. So just keep talking, Len, and I'll decide whether I want a paper and pencil. What I want to do is I want to share a piece of information that I think everyone can use. So recently, I have been helping out my daughter, Holly, and her wonderful husband, Ryan, and they are first-time homeowners, and they've got some fix-it-up work to do, for sure. And just Ryan, his area of expertise hasn't lent himself to working with a lot of tools. That's something I've got some experience with. So I'm kind of trying to help him build the essential toolkit that I think everybody should have in their home.
Yeah.
And
this will be good for my daughter and my soon-to-be
Yep.
son-in-law.
And so I just have 10 things. I'm going to go over them quickly that everyone should have. It's kind of like you have a first aid kit in your home. This is the tool kit that everybody should have. Okay. So number one, you need a hammer, and get a decent hammer. Get a decent hammer. It'll pay off. And so don't buy a junkeroni. Get a decent hammer. Number two, you got to have screwdrivers. I recommend the 6-in-1 screwdriver. That way you only need one and it does everything you need it to do. So hammer, screwdriver, and adjustable wrench. This is how you take nuts and bolts off. You just turn the little knob and it will adjust to any size. Number four, a tape measure. Make sure you have a tape measure. Sarah, get a good tape measure. Again, it pays for itself. Get a 25-footer. You'll be glad you did. Pliers are an essential. They pull and twist and do everything you need. We're almost through the list. Everyone should have a utility knife in their home. Everyone should have a level because you're going to be hanging stuff in your home. You want to make sure it's level. Everyone should have a good flashlight. And then two other things, a set of Allen wrenches. Do you know what that is?
No. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know if I could go find it in the toolbox. I know it does everything,
well,
right?
Close. Allen wrenches are those little ones that are shaped like an L, and they have 5 sides to them, and they fit inside of a screw.
Okay.
Is that what you were thinking? Okay. Yeah. And then the tool worth investing in many times over. Get this in your home. Get yourself a basic battery-powered drill and drill bits, because over time you're going to have to make some holes.
That is true.
Okay. So fortunately, this is our podcast, and so you could just go back and listen and write them down. Hammer, screwdrivers, wrench, tape measure, pliers, utility knife, level, flashlight, Allen wrenches, and a basic drill, and you've got everything you need.
Well, I respect that list, but can I also add duct tape and a prayer?
You know what? I tried to stick with 10, but that's wrong not to put duct tape in there. Duct tape should be in there.
Maybe a woman's list is a little bit different. Like, there's this hilarious Instagram trend going on right now where there's the wife is the dishes, and there's this big crash sound, and the words on the screen are when you tried to get your husband to hang something and he didn't have the time, so you did it yourself.
Oh, that's funny.
And I was like, that sounds so like me. I'm always like, okay, can I do this?
That's really funny, because I know
see if we can make
sometimes
this work.
you get determined. Have you attacked that closet project yet? Because you and I have worked together for over 10 years. And I know early on when we worked together, you said there was a closet in your house where the stuff the racks were not up. So
Yeah, it's still not, but she's going to be moving out soon. So at this
Right.
point, it was, it does get to the point where you're like, well, I'm just going to wait and do all of this once. Yeah. But I'm like most women where if I see something I want done, I just want to do
Right.
it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It's not that my husband can't or won't. You get an itch to do something,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you want to do it. I think a lot of women would say, yes, I'm like
I think
that
so too, and I will tell you, and this gives hope to women, and this lets guys know where they will head someday. So I've changed over the years, and this is pretty recent, because my wife Judy would say, and I could be in the middle of something, but she's thinking about multiple things at once. That's that multitasking tendency. And so she'll say, oh, and we need to do this, and we need to do this. And I used to say, okay, or I sometimes said, sad, what do you mean we? We means me. But now I just go, you know what, Len, just dial down to it too. Think about why she wants it done, and just get up right now and just attack the project if you can. And so now I just try to do it. I try to do it right then. Yeah, that's been a big change.
Get her
Just
done?
get her done. Just get her done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to cross things off your
Yeah,
list.
that's right.
I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. It's not like I would love to know how to do more of it. So that's why I'll watch you. I actually enjoy it. So that's why I just say, okay, I'm being serious. I'm like, just give me the strength to do this and figure it out. And sometimes I can, and sometimes
It's actually
I
a
can't.
cute name for a book or another podcast, Duct Tape and a Prayer.
Yeah, that is
It's good.
actually.
It's good.
I'm loving me some sweeties, chocolate covered delicious strawberries.
Day 4 of the Sweeties Chocolate Covered Strawberry Countdown.
There's 2 reasons left to get those chocolate-covered strawberries, and they're important.
Reason 2, last minute Valentine's Day shopping is stressful.
And Valentine's Day should be fun, not frantic.
Reason 1, they go fast.
Sweeties chocolate-covered strawberries are only available starting at noon on Friday and then all day Saturday till they're gone.
3 locations, Brook Park Road, Olympia Treats in Strongsville.
And the West Side Market.
So this is your friendly reminder, tomorrow is the day to stop by Sweeties Candy and pick up delicious chocolate-covered strawberries.
Chocolate covered delicious strawberries.
Well, thank you so much for listening today. It's been such a blessing to be here, and we would like to bless you and thank you in some way. We have a free book giveaway going on right now. If you haven't ordered your free copy of The Garden, now is your chance. Just go to startyourdaypositive.com and scroll to the bottom, fill it out, and you get that book absolutely free. It's all thanks to great supporters of ours, and I hope you love it. And we'll be back tomorrow with another brand new episode.
Well, let's take a moment and end this episode with a prayer. You mentioned earlier it's National Hug Day. Let's kind of keep that in mind and just say, Dear God, thank you for friends and those that are close to us, and the fact you've made us so that we need each other. And also remind us through the day that you're not far off in some distant gallery, but you're actually right here nearby to us, and that you're caring for us, and that you're loving us each and every day. And you're right with us. And we pray in Jesus' name, amen.